And we're back for round number 4 of this Modern RCQ here at All-Star Sports and Gaming here in Grand Rapids / Wyoming, Michigan, whatever zip code area we fall into. I am Andrew Wolthuis, the Ginger Brew, again, with my co-host here, that Tron guy.
Yep. No Huizinga.
Bazinga, some people say.
So,
we have my...
as promised,
yeah.
we have Blue-Red Affinity against, unfortunately, granted, it is local player and friend of the team, Luke Fuller on Scam, but is unfortunately Scam, but that's okay.
I'm curious to see how this turns out.
I'm actually kind of glad we're playing against Scam, because I'm curious to see how this Affinity deck does against the best deck in the format.
So this Affinity deck is just blue-red.
Yep.
It's not doing the blue-green that splashes the beans, which is kind of insane to think about.
It's pretty cool.
It's playing the red for
Galvanic Blast,
the Gal Blast to close those games out really quick. As far as the untapped, it plays 3. The tapped ends it plays 3 Silver Bluff Bridge and 3 Tangle Pool, which for those who don't know, that's 3 of the blue-red and 3 of the green-blue tapped artifact lands. And this deck is just fast. It draws so many cards.
Yep, got Thought Monitor, Thought Cast.
It's 8 cast in Modern. It's pretty sweet.
Cranial Plate. He's got some one-off bullets in the main. He's got a Haywire Mite in the main, a Needle in the main.
I'm actually really excited for this because this is a deck that's near and dear to my heart.
A Welding Jar in the main.
This deck can zoom.
Mm-hmm. This deck can get out. It can get out fast, but it can also, if he just rips a Thought Monitor off the top after it gets
also like this is the best Urza Saga deck.
Oh,
by a mile.
Mm-hmm.
Your constructs are 10-10s, 12-12s.
Constructs are massive.
They're huge. So we're gonna get to see.
Hopefully, we can see a sweet match here. It's gonna be fun.
And these players are all 3-0, so this is a winning in.
We're playing for winning in.
This is a winning in, baby.
We're drawing the top 8, so high stakes here.
Yeah, pretty insane to think that Affinities is playing here a win for top 8.
Never thought I'd be saying that in the year of 2023, but here we are. Landon's proving us wrong.
I keep telling you guys, this deck is cracked. It's the best deck in the format.
Hey, Landon's here to show us that maybe it is. Maybe this has got what it takes.
So if I'm Luke and he's got a lot of information here. A lot.
Gigantha is
not huge
anymore.
There's like Tron.
Yep.
Or Affinity, and that's it.
Some of the
it's okay. So the jig is out.
Yeah,
it's out.
Treasure Vault, Springleaf Drum.
Boom.
We know what's going on.
Okay, 18. Let's see what's going on. Worthy of mention, the artifact count is always important.
Yep, we have the scam. So
there's an Urza Saga in hand.
Saga, that's huge. Saga is huge.
Oh man. And the Salamander.
So because I assume this is getting scammed.
You're taking
probably taking the 2
You're
creatures.
taking the creatures.
Yep.
Get them out of there.
Second drum doesn't do anything. But
actually, if I'm Luke, I think I might have just left him with the creature. The 1/1 creature. Who cares?
No, because it gives him more mana with the drum.
You would think the constructs are going to do that already. I don't know. The thing is, those Springleaf Drums, while they seem meaningless, when you start chaining Thought Monitor effects, ooh, baby, the Frogmite. You love the Frogmite, Noah.
I love Frogmite. Such a powerful magic. I can't wait to cast this 1 mana 2/2. And it's going to be busted. And that's why I'm mad.
This Frogmite's crazy busted.
This Frogmite does go crazy, bro. There he is. That's the boy.
And then these sagas, they're going to be making 5/5s on 3.
Oh, there'll be 4/4s.
That's that Treasure Vault.
Oh, the Treasure Vault. Yeah, I forget the Treasure Vault.
It's an artifact.
Yeah. So
take 4.
Take for 4. Okay.
And you know what this saga is going to grab? Shadow Spear.
Oh,
and this game will be over.
It's going to be pretty rough.
Oh, that was Thoughtcast. It was Thoughtcast.
Oh man.
You can make a dude.
Maybe this deck just has a good scam matchup, dare I say.
It has a very good Murktide magic.
Ooh, Bowmaster here is very, very good.
This is very good. Yep.
Shuts down the poor Frogmite
Bang.
or hero.
Worthy of mention is the construct will still, regardless of what he does, will still be bigger than.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's a Gal's Blast! Let's
This
go!
is nice here. You have the land to make the construct, so I assume we're just gonna play the Spire and pass.
You play the Spire, you play the Memnite, and I think you shoot the.
Oh, did we draw Memnite?
Yeah, we drew the Memnite.
Okay.
Yeah, and you just shoot the. Bowmaster probably.
Probably.
Bowmaster causes the most problems later on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty punishing if you want to start chaining your
Going for grief. That's fine.
effects.
I can see that.
Yep. Also reduces the clock by quite a bit.
Yeah. And really, we're just like, we're on the constructs are going to kill you plan.
Yep. That's our game plan here.
And
I assume
Luke has mono Thoughtseize. Oh, he's got a Ragavan, but it's like mono Thoughtseize.
you just gotta pass. Just
Bang.
make
a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So it's a 5/5 still.
Yep.
Now we're gonna untap. Sure, we're gonna make
a 6/6. That's gonna be
another one. Get that Swish Gaming construct.
Yeah, those are mine. Those are mine. They request to use mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna make a dude. Yep.
Make another dude.
If I knew that my constructs were used for affinity, whew,
it's a good day for you.
it's a great day.
Good day.
It's a great day of coverage, y'all.
So
we're all dread that we were gonna see scam every match.
we've seen it most rounds.
We have, but we got affinity.
But now we have a hero now.
And affinity is about to slam the scam player out of the room. Sorry, Luke. I love you, but it's my love for affinity.
You can't not root for affinity here. You've got the Boogeyman and then a deck that no one else is playing, but right now looks very good.
Oh,
and it's not even like this is a super crazy hand from the affinity deck either. This was just
very
an
reasonable.
Urza's Saga with some.
And like really, like the Thoughtcast was just off.
Yeah,
it's not like it was crazy.
There's 8 of those effects in the deck. Thoughtcast is better than Thought Monitor there, but yeah.
And really, when Landon was sequencing, he could have sequenced.
Drew the Memnite
into a Thought
Monitor. Drew the Memnite to be able to equip the Shadow Spear as well.
This is attacking for 8/9, so we're chunking out half of Luke's life total, and we're going to go to 24.
We're gaining a bunch of life.
This game is effectively over.
You can draw a couple Terminates, maybe, but then he's missing land drops, so drew Fury. That can kill 2 Memnites.
Yeah, but it cannot deal with the constructs.
It can't kill either of the constructs.
Yep.
Yeah,
and Luke's just like, it's over. It's over. There's nothing you can do. And that is affinity. Getting in there. What affinity does. Okay. So to the sideboard. In the sideboard for affinity, we have 1 Gigantha the Wellspring, which will never come out of this deck. 2 Soulless Jailers, an Etch Champion, 2 Haywire Mite, 4 Metallic Rebuke, 1 Relic of Progenitus, 1 Pithing Needle, 1 Stone of Eric, and 2 Damping Spheres. I feel like you're already in a pretty good position with this deck. The main 60. I think really Etch Champion.
Etch Champion, fantastic.
Fantastic. It's coming in, and if it hits board, it's gonna close
probably
up.
over.
Yeah. The Relic I think is too slow, but you could make an argument to bring it in. And Stone of Eric is guaranteed coming in.
Yep.
What we're taking out, that's tricky. That's when it comes tricky. You could
Needle's not fantastic.
You can take out the needle. You can trim on. Man, this is tough. You could trim on your Memnites. Those are usually common trims.
Honestly, you might be able to trim a Thought Monitor.
That might be a little too much.
So much mana, and they're going to be taking away so many cards from you with removal spells and discard spells, so it might be a little harder to like chain multiple, especially.
It might just be we take the Etch Champion, the Stone of Eric, and it looks like he's taking 3 cards. So I'm assuming the Relic is coming in as well.
Yep.
Or maybe they're taking a lot. They're putting a lot of cards in. Maybe they're putting Soulless Jailer in.
Maybe.
I don't think Soulless Jailer is very good in this matchup.
I'm going to remind myself what the text on Soulless Jailer is.
4 cards cannot be cast from exile.
Permanent cards and graveyards can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast non-creature cards from graveyards or exile.
Okay, so yeah, it stops the scam.
Yep.
A little slow though, don't you think?
It's a 2-mana card.
It does have a big butt though.
It is an 0-4.
Yeah, so it can block pretty well. If we're bringing in 5 cards,
So Soulless Jailer and a Frogmite can trade with a Grief.
if we're taking out 5 cards, I think the Memnites, I'm sorry to say, gone.
True.
Ornithopter's better.
Not as good as Ornithopter.
But
I don't know.
the Memnite does trade with the Ragavan.
Yep.
But it does die to the Bowmaster. So, and key is to most of these matches, like, we can't open ourselves up to the Bowmaster.
No.
So, probably the Pithing Needle and 4 Memnites. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards.
Yep. And then from the Scam side, we've got 1 the One Ring, 2 Turok, 3 Blood Moon, 4 Layla of the Void, 2 Engineered Explosives, 2 Chalice of the Voids, and a Shield of the Apocalypse.
The only card that I can safely say is good is the Explosives.
Yep.
Everything else is pretty mediocre at best.
Mm-hmm.
The Explosives really isn't even that great, but on 1 and 2, you can cause some big damage. You can lower you can destroy some constructs. You can destroy some of their setup pieces. But once they really get going, it's
chancy boards in the One Ring as well. It's just like a time walk, kind of.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable.
Yep.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Affinity is just a creature beatdown deck. So give him protection from everything for turns.
What do you take out those? Do you take out the Voidwalker? Voidwalker sucks in this.
Voidwalker's not.
It's slow.
Doesn't matter.
It's slow, and
the things you can cast off it are just like not
great. They're medium.
Unless you hit like a Thought Cast, which is like
it's fine.
Just turning your Dalthy into Divination, but yeah, I think some amount of Dalthy's.
Oh well, we can see that. We can see the Dalthy was left in.
Okay.
Is there an Undying effect? I do not see an Undying effect. And the Pithing Needle stayed in an Affinity. And a lot of times they do this. You keep the Pithing Needle in, and you just simply name Engineered Explosives.
Yep, that makes
sense. Take that option off the table, because you know they're bringing it in.
Yeah.
This hand for Affinity is quite good. I do see a Memnite, though, which is a little awkward, again, because of the Bowmaster. But in general, I think this hand is very good. Having the Pithing Needle, Darksteel, and Blast hand is quite good, just because you're already building super effectively towards Metalcraft.
Yep.
Okay, and we're mulliganing to 6. I think that's correct. Luke's hand didn't have the scam. The grief, just griefing one time, doesn't do much. And really, grief in general is pretty medium in this matchup.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do enough. Fury, on the other hand, Fury
can be backbreaking.
It can be.
Can be.
But the Urza Saga is where...
As long as you have an Urza Saga, I think this matchup gets significantly better for you.
In Landon's hand, we did see an Urza Saga. Oh, we see a Terminate and a Fury. This hand is already much better. It's got an Undying Evil.
A lot better.
Oh, so we're going to scam a Fury on turn 1. Do you think that's good enough?
Oh, man. Potentially, but...
And there's a Bowmaster in hand, too. So this is going to...
Okay, so that'll clear out the... Because the only problem I was thinking is that we can just have running chump blockers. Like
it's a Galv Blast.
Galv Blast is huge.
So here's the thing. Do you open yourself up to a Bowmaster? And I think you just go turn 1, Darksteel, Pithing Needle, name Explosives.
Yep.
And just take 8 on the chin.
Yeah, just take 8 once.
Just take it on the chin. See what we draw. If we draw we can play a Memnite and let them play into us with the Gal Blast.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you kind of have to do, in my opinion. This is tough, though. Okay, and I don't blame Landon for playing the Spire for turn 1 either. That seems fine. Set up your mana, but I really think you need to start setting up Metalcraft. Metalcraft is the big thing in this matchup.
Yep.
Our opponents use most of their resources, so that you know that we're playing a limited resource game. Getting Pithing Needle down, building that Metalcraft means that your Galv Blasts are just straight 1-for-1s.
Yep, they're that much better. Yep, and your Darksteel Citadel Needle.
And probably name Engineered Explosives.
See if we can find out what he names from.
Get that from Director Kyle. Or Director Jeremy. Or my wife, Director Hannah.
Bye.
My wife. Take 8. Go to 12. Needle named engineered explosives. Okay. So that was what we said that was going to be
pretty
named.
safe. Pretty safe bet.
Now, this is kind of an interesting turn. Ooh. The pool. I think you have to play. Yep, you have to play the Spire this turn. And then you put the Memnite in play, not in using it for trump blocking.
Yep.
And then on the next turn, we have guaranteed Metalcraft. You don't, in this deck, you don't need to play the Saga on 2. You can play it on 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. Every time you play it, it's backbreaking.
Mm-hmm. I think there's even a chance here that if he just plays the Memnite, Luke might just end step snap off the Bowmaster.
And if he does, he gets really punished.
Galv Blast.
Okay.
Now he should not try to fire off this Galv Blast right now because he will get super, super punished.
And if Landon needs to play this smart, he just needs to pass. Do not go open yourself up to a Bowmaster.
Yep, he just passes the turn.
And Luke goes for the Bowmaster.
I'm sure he's going to... Yeah, absolutely.
Go to 11. Go to
11. Life.
It's all good. Bang. Fury's gone.
Boom.
Let's slow that clock down.
And we are at 11, and now there's a Bowmaster, so...
And Luke's probably like, oh, how did I play myself into this? Because kind of got really punished.
Mm-hmm.
And now we don't... If our play is just land attack for 2, Landon can just slam Saga.
Yep, play the Saga.
And this...
Now we do Terminate left in hand for Luke.
And that's good. That's going to be good.
So it'll answer one of the constructs.
Kind of awkward. Kind of awkward.
Like I said, this is I wasn't super high in the thought monitors. It's going to be hard to keep material in play.
Yeah, we can. What we can do is we can Galv Blast the Bowmasters.
Yeah. Oh, we have plenty of time.
Yeah, we're not stressing.
No, just 2 a turn right now. Granted, if we want to use any color, we have to pay another life. But
and Landon, I think he's looking to do a little bit more mana setup, which is fine. You have time. Not much time, but you have time.
Mm-hmm. I just like getting the Saga down here.
I'm a big fan of just
making some dudes.
Laying it down.
You just get the Shadow Spear sooner, just to feel safe. It's like what,
and you still can.
We have Thoughtcast, Galv Blast, Thought Monitor, and Tanglepool Bridge in hand.
I think you go to their upkeep and Galv Blast the Bowmasters. They have 1 card in hand.
Yeah.
You could get punished by a reanimation spell.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 1 extra point of damage. But then they're hellbent. So everything's off the top. I think that's what he's doing. No. We're not in upkeep yet. We're still in his turn. Okay. Let him draw.
Blood Moon.
That's punishing.
That's real bad.
What a rip from Luke.
Oh my goodness. Yep, slam Blood Moon. We will I assume we're going to respond here. Man, that is
very punishing.
Just let it resolve.
Yeah, you let it resolve, so you don't gotta pay. You don't pay life.
Yeah.
Yep, just Galv Blast the. Yep.
Shoot that.
Boom.
Take 1.
Okay. Stone of Eric. Okay. Fine. Now our artifact land comes in untapped. Affinity count is going to be 3. We just need to get those numbers up, and we need to draw
blue mana, a drum. I assume there's some amount of
Edge Champion would be backbreaking still.
Edge Champion is disgusting if it gets ripped off the top.
Now the question is he going to just Landon going to crack this now? I don't think so.
It's 4 mana to crack it, is it not?
2. It's 2.
There's only 2?
It's only 2. Yep. Man, what a rip from Luke. That was crazy.
Blood Moon. I mean, hey, that's what he's here to do.
Yep.
It's a game for a reason. Yep, poke for
draw a card.
Yep, draw a card. No reason to not, honestly, at this point.
I think I saw another tapped land. Or
in the bridge. Yep.
Affinity count 4.
3 mana? Is this...
Yeah, Giganta. And that's...
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Still can't cast it yet, but...
We're 1 mana away.
I mean, we don't have... Yeah.
But you know what Giganta does?
Taps for mana.
Taps for mana.
Sure does.
Now, Luke's in an interesting spot. And I agree with him just to pass. He could have... Ooh, that's very bad for Luke.
Drum is crazy. here.
So that's 6. Bam. We start chaining, boys. Draw 2.
No
One,
Bowmaster.
2.
All right.
And that was the spear. And a Frogmite. Let's go.
0 mana, 2/2.
Frogmite, 2 OP.
And wow.
And spear.
Sequences are really crazy top decks from both of these players here.
Yeah.
Suit that frog up. Now he's a playable Magic card.
What are you talking about? He's playable before that. Oh, what are you going to do? Cast your Fable, the Mirror Breaker, into my 3/3 Frogmite? I don't think so.
It's just too powerful.
Too strong. Too strong.
Okay, so Fable's not the worst draw.
No, it's
Fable's
not.
quite
but,
good.
But Landon really was in a tight bind because of that Blood Moon, and now he's out of it. This game is like completely open back up in Landon's
I'm a little surprised he didn't put the Shadow Spear on the.
Oh, it's the Salamander. Sojourner's Companion. Oh, baby.
And the Thought Cast?
Yeah, he had that in hand for a long time.
Oh, that's right.
His hand is cracked. I think you start with the attack from the Frogmite. Offer the trade. Yep.
Jam for 5.
Yeah, that's fine. Terminate Frogmite. Yep, we got to keep the life total low. Yep. Luke's going to take 2, go to 18. And then we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 artifacts. This Salamander is free.
Yeah, probably fire off his Thought Cast. Oh, we can fire off the Thought Cast.
We can. I think we just equip the Shadow Spear to make a 5/5 and then just pass. Keep blockers up.
No, just cast Gigantha. I like this.
Yeah, that's also
it's a very good thing to put the Shadow Spear on as well.
Chapter 2, discard that monkey.
Yeah, that card ain't it. That one ain't it either.
That ain't it either.
Uh-oh.
Jeggy is getting up in there. You got to get Jeggy with it.
Getting jiggy with it. Drag back into this game.
In life totals, just so everyone knows, Luke should be at 18. He took 2 off the Thought Monitor. Though I don't think the life totals are going to be much different next turn. All right, draw.
Thought Cast. Yep. Let's go.
You got a Bowmaster? No, you don't. Okay. Well, we had one. So we had one bad draw. Urza Saga is unplayable. It's fine. Totally fine. Oh man. Another bridge. Kraken for. I think you just hold back the Sojourner's Companion. It doesn't really change the clock too much.
So yeah, I think Landon's thinking about a terminate here because if he just swings all and terminates the Gigantha, then it's I think it's pretty sketchy. A lot of things off the top could.
And
be
what we can do right now is we can attack for 6 with the Jeggy.
Yep.
And then equip the Shadow Spear over to the Sojourner's Companion. But you know what Landon is doing that just absolutely tilts me off the face of the earth? He tapped the Shadow Spear. That's not a tapped construct. Or not a tapped artifact.
Yeah, see, he untapped it when he equipped the untapped creature.
Tilt.
Hey, you can't be tapping your permanents for free, not with the Millennium Calendar coming
That's
out.
true.
Caverns of Ixalan.
You know what I want to see off the top? Old Faithful. Cranial plating. Slam that on that Thought Monitor.
Yeah, plating is GG here. Land, not dead after all in Luke's hand.
I think that was a Metallic Rebuke. A little awkward. Doesn't really do anything, but it's fine.
Swap that over. Yeah, just jam. It is lethal.
Yep, block there.
You have to block.
Take 8, go to 4.
8. Landon will go up to 18.
This could be interesting.
If he blocks with the reflection.
If you triple block the Salamander. And then you not dead after all the reflection.
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely an interesting line that
that would have been his best line.
Yeah, I agree. You get to filter some fills with a couple draws. But drum doesn't really matter.
And you get a creature off the table.
Yeah, you get a creature off the table. You get another creature. Or summon replaces itself effectively. I did not get a good look.
It was
at
a
what that
Bowmaster.
It was a Bowmaster. Okay, I don't believe in Bowmaster. Think. Well, we can copy with reflection.
It doesn't matter. I think the game is just over. I think because of the Jeggy Shadow Spear. I think that's just enough damage on board. Because you need to kill the Thought Monitor too.
We can kill the Thought Monitor by going Bowmaster, copy with reflection.
But you need to triple block just the Jeggy. Luke can possibly survive and go to 1.
I believe so, yeah. You draw.
Oh, it's cranial
It's the
plating!
cranial plating. All right, nothing actually matters anymore. Just gonna put it.
Let's go!
I'm gonna put this nice little hat on this little elk here, or some Thought Monitor. Probably shouldn't be on the Thought Monitor. Punished by a Bowmaster here. You got a reader on cranial plating? I guess
Luke's probably just like.
I guess it's not 2017 anymore.
Yeah,
Probably
Luke's probably just like,
one.
what the heck? How big is this thing?
Not toughness. Got to do it here. Always putting on the Jeggy. Okay, it's diversifying. Smart.
I wouldn't attack with the Salamander because you could instant speed move the cranial plating.
Yep, absolutely. I would have done the same.
I think that is a metallic rebuke in hand.
It doesn't do anything.
Well, you could have rebuked it to stop the copy.
So we can't copy. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I'd 100% rebuke this. Yep. Landed and agrees.
Yep.
If you want it, you don't get to copy it anymore.
And I think that's game. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, that's game. 6 toughness in play. Have to go everything after the Jeggy to survive Jeggy. Yep. Good match. Good match.
Good match.
Wow. Affinity. Let's go!
Kind of putting a clinic on the
best deck in the format.
Yeah. Pretty impressive showing.
Well, it is the best deck in Modern. It has been for 10 years?
Yeah. Definitely has.
Wow. Awesome to see Affinity doing well. Yeah,
absolutely awesome.
That was fun.
Backup match.
Backup match, I believe.
Amulet Titan versus Rhinos.
Once we get Life Tools updated, we can see where we're at. Worthy of mention, the Amulet player does not have Amulet.
No, but
so the game is not over yet. Yeah, Dryad's big.
There are 2 4/4s crashing in.
They came off the footfalls? Crashed in through those footfalls?
Of course.
All right. Ooh, EE on 0.
Explosives is very good here.
Interesting. In response, you could. You know what's really cheeky? That this is Dewey. So Dewey's pretty heads up. Dewey can copy the engineered explosives with the Mycosynth Gardens.
Mm-hmm.
So he has 2 engineered on 0. Oh, he can't. It'll blow it up. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's why I've been looking at you like that the whole time.
That's unfortunate.
I'm like, man, you sure can copy it.
That's unfortunate.
And then just blow up your other EE
for
free.
Sometimes it's that line of thinking that gets you where you need to go.
Sometimes it gets you where it would have gotten you, and that would have been in a bad spot.
Oh, it got where I needed to go. I saw the line. Like, oh no, that doesn't work.
At least you figured it out eventually. Yeah, that's all that really matters.
Sometimes it's you just got to figure it out. Got to work through it.
Sometimes it's not about the journey; it's about the destination. In case of wondering here, quite good against Rhinos. It resolved. Obviously, no force negation.
Dewey's gonna hear this later. He's gonna be like, "God, Andrew's an idiot."
We've all done dumb things.
Sometimes you crack a welding jar into a Wrath of
Hey,
God.
man. It just be like that sometimes.
Sometimes you play right into a spell skate that's on board.
The beautiful moments. Finding. We're gonna ice the forest. Should draw a card.
This is. I mean, if they have a Bone Crusher Giant,
Bone Crusher
or
questing beast.
Questing
a lot
Beast,
of these
yeah.
extra, a lot of Rhinos players run like 2 questing beasts.
So the draw for turn was obviously the Lorien revealed. I say obviously because they had 1 mana up on the end.
This Bren is on 4 color Rhinos, so I assume
Leyline Binding.
Leyline Binding. Yep.
But we don't have the deck list.
No, we do not.
Director Kyle's failing us. Director Jeff might be failing us too. So, get a Fury that's going to take out the Dryad. Yeah, it seems about right. Ooh, Shelly. Excellent. Put a little bit of pressure. Looks like this is going to put a lot of pressure on Dewey with the rings. The ring's going to put him down to 14. He's going to draw, go down to 12. The engineered explosives may just, answers the Rhinos, but he's got to find an answer to this Shelly because the Shelly makes this 1 ring actually detrimental.
We got a Titan in play.
Yeah, in the last room, what you missed was Shelly came down.
That's the 4th color.
Yeah.
Not Leyland Binding. Interesting.
Shelly is pretty good.
Oh, yeah. It is absolutely is a very good magic card. So I assume it's the Grixis Triumph.
So we're getting this. So we're getting the, what do you call it? The land that comes in tap, it generates a color.
The Crumbling Vestige.
Crumbling Vestige. Okay. So we're doing the Crumbling Vestige to blow up the Rhinos. Seems good. So now we have a Shelly versus a Titan. And I think I kind of like Dewey's position on this. But I believe Brendan did have a Dead Gone. He might not have it anymore.
There's a Dead Gone in Exile.
Yeah, so I missed it. Oh, I think I seen Otawara in hand.
Ooh, okay.
Otawara could be interesting.
I assume we Furied the Dryad.
We did. Okay. We did. Yep. There could have been an argument to. Oh, somebody screwed up our camera again.
Bumping our camera.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Blame Dewey.
So
that's an amulet.
You know, a cool playline would have been if we used the Otawara to bounce the Titan, clock them, put them to. So now they'd be at 6.
Yeah, but if we did that, we would have lost the game if we drew an amulet.
Agreed. We would have. Well, we didn't know they had amulet.
No, absolutely. Yeah. But it looks like here it's not going to matter anyway because we also have the Summoner's Pact. I assume getting another Titan.
Probably that or a Dryad.
And if Dewey really wants it, he can have a second amulet because of the Microsynth.
Probably grab it. Yeah, a Dryad because he can attack, trigger the get 3 Valcuts and just.
Well, that's Titan.
Well, no. When he attacks,
we know this Titan's not attacking.
Oh, this Titan? No,
he's an Otawara.
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine he's going to just let Dewey attack with this Titan
if he's nice, he will.
I don't think Brandon's really nice. I don't think we're in this tournament to be nice.
You don't think Brendan's going to be nice and just let him attack?
I'm sure Brandon's a wonderful person, but I don't think he's going to let him attack with a Titan. I wouldn't let Dewey attack with
You're
a
kind
Titan.
of rude, so.
Sometimes.
And total mana we have is 5.
Yeah.
But we have not, I don't think we played our land for turn.
I don't think we played, either of our lands.
So I think the Shelly's just dead. Just unbelievably dead, or Brendan is unbelievably dead.
Yeah, we have an Ottawa, so we're not dead.
I don't know
now.
what game we're in though. And this Pithing Needle is apparently still naming engineered explosive. Forever naming.
No,
And
no
Brendan was
explosive.
nice.
Really?
I think he's going to, in response, bounce
The
the
Dryad?
Dryad.
He's gonna have to bounce this Titan here. He's about to give it a double strike. Because now here, by not bouncing the Titan, we just let the Shieldred die.
Yeah. I'm going to say that we're in a good position.
No.
As the Rhinos player, I think we're in a pretty bad position. And we got some untaps happening. What are we adding to hand? Probably the Crumbling Visage.
I have to assume it's the Vestige.
Dewey's probably going for these lands because he's playing around a removal spell in the Dryad, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, come on, Dewey.
Stop.
Brendan's just thinking about how, if there's any way to really win this, I would have to assume.
It's gonna take a lot to dig out of this hole.
Especially because the bounce will put the Dryad back in hand, which Dewey is just going to then recast
Mm-hmm. Play some lands.
and then play some lands.
And I think we haven't really said anything about talking about this Dryad and this Titan. There's also a One Ring. So
Well, yeah,
Shieldred
the Shieldred's locking it
checking
down.
that.
Yep.
But if that Shieldred ever leaves the table, we've got to deal with this One Ring now.
Yeah. And I believe that we're in a low resource game at this point.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But this is where Titan really puts the squeeze on you.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have all the answers to everything. I think Brendan's coming to the conclusion that. Yep. Okay. Okay.
Your Shieldred's dying from the Valakut triggers.
Yep. Well, there was the argument to bounce the
Dryad.
The Dryad. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Are we sure he's an Ottawa?
I believe I saw it.
Okay.
I would if I'm a betting man, I'm saying that's an Ottawa, but it's like the extended original art, not the battleship.
Not the battleship. Not the Star Destroyer.
Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay, we're going to 12.
All right.
Draw 2. Ooh, yikes. Okay. Okay. And what do we got for follow-up? A Vesuva, perhaps?
Vesuva is interesting.
Another Valakut,
another
perhaps?
Valakut's probably pretty good.
We're putting 6 mana to one side. I'm guessing there's another Titan.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The Garden's
copying the amulet.
Yep.
Yep. This is not good.
In response, we could bounce the amulet, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what good that would do you, though.
It prevents me from having 2 amulets this turn. We do have an Otawara.
Bounce the Dryad.
An interesting time to bounce the Dryad.
So now we have a resolved Mycosynth Gardens. So 2 amulets.
So we just play the Dryad. Have a bounce land that's 6 mana.
Oh, it's a Cultivator Colossus.
Oh. Oh no. That could be really interesting.
Oh, and get the handshake. Yep.
Yeah, second Titan, there's no way.
Thought it was
Coming back from
Cultivator. It's
that.
that old border
Mm.
Titan. All right. And I guess that was match, because now we got bubbles. That might have been game 2, game 3. Who knows? Who knows? You'll have to blame Director Kyle on that one.
Yep, it's always Director Kyle's fault.
Director Jeremy's done nothing wrong. And Director Hannah's perfect. Director
There might be
Jeff,
some slight bias there.
Director Jeff,
I
maybe.
mean, nah, Director Hannah is pretty.
Yeah,
great.
she is. Yeah, she is. She makes snacks.
Snacks. Big
All right.
plus there.
Yeah, and brings beverages.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, that's true. So that's going to conclude this round. So they, just for clarification, Dewey and Brendan were X1 going into this round. So they were 2-1. So now Dewey is going to be live for a winning in next round. But our affinity player, I haven't looked at standings, but almost assuredly, right? They're double drawing, right?
Yes.
Almost assuredly.
I can't imagine they would not.
So we should be all set to go for at least naming a couple people in our top 8, 2, 3, 4 people maybe.
Yeah.
But for now we're gonna
take a little break. Wait for the next round to start.
Realistically, it'll probably be in our 10-ish minutes, and then we'll be back for an exciting round 5.